rings this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
And the clock is ticking for them to make that push. It's looking like they'll be fighting for a spot in the play-in.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. White on the wing along with Okoro. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's Giddey in at the 1. And for Boston, Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Brown. And it's Queta in at the 5, roaming the paint. We are really in the thick of the regular season now, Greg. You like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced, and the skill level continues to rise.
Pritchard from outside. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Now here's Vucevic, and the basket is good.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
No one covering.
He can do a lot with the ball, but Brown is just as good playing off the ball. He's always ready to catch and fire.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Wide, a screen on Brown. Here's Giddey. No good from outside. Boston is gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's White. Those three-pointers off the mark. And it's Giddey with the ball for the Bulls. 4-point game. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Brown. Six to shoot. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They've come out strong, 3 of their first 4 to start the game.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Now here's Giddey. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. 7-foot shot, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
On the interior, Vooch, look, this man has so many moves to account for.
Brown deciding where to go with him. Pass to Queta. Now Pritchard. Vucevic with the block.
Powerful swat by Vooch, showing how effective he can be on D.
Good work there as it goes.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Okoro. Bulls moving the ball around. Shoots it. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 6.
Not stopping Vucevic that time, powering through the defenders.
Pass to White. Over in the corner, Brown. Out to White. Fires from deep. Nailed from three-point land. He has 5.
That's good vision by JB. Draws the D, kicks it out. He's grown that part of his game.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. we check the numbers for Josh Giddey.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to White. Now here's Vucevic. And it's blocked. And they get it back.
And he just kept working. Giddey felt the whistle coming and able to finish the play.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Boston.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
That free throw missing. Well, Josh Giddey provides a floor general's mentality, RJ, in a 6'8" frame.
Yeah, he sees the floor extremely well and prides himself on his ability to create easy looks for his teammates, especially in transition.
No luck that time either. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. With great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8" but plays like a small point guard.
Here's Giddey, following the bucket by the Celtics. High post Vucevic. Back to Okoro. White against White. 5 to shoot. And again, Chicago. No good. Celtics leading by 10. Over in the corner, Brown. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Buzelis. And here's Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. Coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. And they get it. Giddey, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Queta, the pass to Walsh. Now here's Brown. He's tightly guarded. Outside, White. No good with the triple. Bulls trail by 13. To the paint. Here's Okoro. And he banks in the layup.
And just running the offense, White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Now Pritchard, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Pass to Queta. Brown inside, covered by Okoro. Here's Walsh. Chicago grabs the miss.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's Giddey. Now, here's Okoro. Vucevic setting the pick for Okoro. Down low. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist from Okoro. Vucevic has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bulls. Brown outside. Pritchard from outside drains it from beyond the arc. Pritchard's got 6.
Yeah, with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. And with a quick break on the court, we've got some time to show you the list of the top rookie shot blockers over the course of the last month. 5th, Buzelis.
He's been a factor on the inside. An impressive stretch for him defensively.
Boston on D, leading by 12. Vucevic finds Giddey. Outside, White. Pulls up. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
And White understands his role on this team. They look to him to drain that jumper.
White against White. White the pass to Bryant. Oh, good on the triple. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with it.
Celtics leading by 10. Celtics passing it around. Pass to Queta. Back to Hauser. Clock at 6. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Good on the three-point shot. Pritchard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Okoro passes to Vucevic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Consistently productive. Vooch can get you 20 and 10 every single night.
Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
The first one falls. Tillman, he's checked in for the Celtics. And Fernie Simons comes in for Pritchard. And both free throws good for Vucevic. Boston leading by 11. Now here's Simon. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Brown with it, defended by Giddey. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Boston making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Buzelis. And it's Dosunmu in for Okoro. White finds Giddey. Vucevic is screen on Simon. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. That's 12 points for Vucevic.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Kevin, back to you.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now, here's Vucevic. The offensive rebound. Jacks up a 3, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And if you allow Giddey to get in rhythm, he is more than capable of knocking it down.
Boucher kicks to Simons. And the slam dunk by Simon.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Now here's Vucevic. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Pelicans. And good that time. Vucevic has got 14 points.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Here's White after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. And White kicks to Simons. Misses the three.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Giddey against Simons. Giddey with the bounce pass. White. And it's off from three-point range. Celtics leading by 6. 1:46 left in the first. Hauser finds Simons. Fires from the wing. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And, you know, some guys might panic a little bit with that shot clock running down, but not Simons. Guy keeps his cool.
Now here's Vucevic. He's got 14. Tillman grabs the miss. Outside, Simons. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Puts up a deep three. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Williams can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 8. Simons, the pass to Hauser. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's White. And the Bulls with another miss.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Tillman passes to Simons. And again, Boston with the triple.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Celtics lead by 14. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
There's Boucher out there with Sam Hauser. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Tillman in its center. That's the Boston 5. Pass to Tillman. Here's Pritchard. Shoots. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside, Simons. Pritchard from outside, and the Celtics hit again from deep. So you think about game preparation for an opponent. Pritchard, how different is that in the regular season versus the playoffs?
Oh, there's a significant difference. Not as much time in the regular season. You could be coming off 4 games in 5 nights. But in the playoffs, there is so much detail position by position.
Pritchard passes to Boucher. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Shoots from the high post, and it's Boston with another.
You've got to keep track of Simons all over the floor. Give him an inch of space, and he'll burn you.
And here's Jones, his last outing with 20 points. Pass to Herter. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
3 points.
Herter's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Chicago. Pritchard with the ball. 14 points for him. Here's Simons. Shoots over Dosunmu. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
That's more than enough space for him to get that shot up.
Bulls trail by 12. Outside, Jones. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Smith sets the pick for Herter. And Pritchard pulls it down.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Simons surveying the D.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Herter setting the pick for Jones. To the middle. Herter passes to Williams. And the Bulls, another three.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
All right, give it up for Celtics.
Boston making some changes. Brown comes in for Tillman. And it's White in for Anthony Simons. The Bulls also changing it up. Buzelis is checked in for Jalen Smith. Okoro comes in for Kevin Herter. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Dosunmu. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pritchard passes to Brown. Brown gets it done inside.
And each year, it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
Jones in the post. Hauser defending. Giddey surveying the D. From outside, off the mark. Celtics leading by 11. Pass to Hauser. And here's Boucher. Here's Hauser. The tray. That shot, no good. It's Williams, high post. 12 points his last outing. No good, he's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. It's good. Brown's got 13 points.
Night in, night out, Brown just makes plays.
Jones kicks to Williams. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists tonight.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Here's White. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. White's got his 3rd basket of the night.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Williams with a clean look. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Hauser finds Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pritchard with the screen on Giddey. Takes a 3. White, good. White's got 6 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Fans, your next team.
check in for Chicago.
Make some noise.
And we should take this time now to show you the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These teams have been outstanding on the offensive glass this season. In fourth, the Celtics.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
Pass to Jones. Out to the right wing. Okoro kicks to Jones. The three-pointer, no good. Now Pritchard. He's got 14. Outside, White. Back to Pritchard. From past the arc. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Jones dishes to Vucevic. Out to the right wing. Shot to stop the run. Hits the jumper. Vucevic has got 16.
Look, Vuce is a big man that can score at all three levels. And look, his versatility makes him a nightmare for defenses.
Kata, the pass to Brown. Inside. And Kata gets it to go. Kata's got his second bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Giddey. Now Buzelis. Tries again. Vucevic with the bucket. He's got 18.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Here's Minot. Here's Kata. Vucevic defending. Kata, the pass to Brown. Drops in the layup for two. Brown's got 6 here in this quarter.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Pass to Okoro. Jones sets the pick for Okoro. Jones looking for an opening. Hits the three-point bomb. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
Brown finds White. Here's Minot. Nothing on the board. Brown outside. Over Okoro. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. It's Giddey with the drive. It's stolen by Brown. White the pass to Kata, and he makes that one. Kata's got 6.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Jones. Yep, it counts. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
Boston making some changes. Walsh is checked in. And it's Simons in for Pritchard. Kobe White, he's checked in for Chicago. Here's Simons. He's got 11. Outside, White. Back to Simons. Just 5 on the clock. Out to White. It's up a 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And it's Giddey with the ball for Chicago. Trailing by 19. Bulls moving the ball around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Chicago's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for White. Putting up about 18 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities about 1,000%.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. Celtics leading by 17. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Guys?
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Pass to Okoro. Now, here's Vucevic. And the Bulls with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Kata gets it to go.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Giddey kicks to Vucevic. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Giddey. Here's White. That 3 off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
.34 seconds left in the first half. Buzelis' shot is good.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Outside, White. Outside, Simon. Now here's Brown, covered by Okoro, and it's good for 2.
One of the premier scoring wings in the NBA, Jaylen Brown is at it again.
Giddey the pass to Vucevic. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Vucevic has got 22.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has been tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Celtics out in front, leading by 17. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Get ready for some high RPM and amazing stunts from your pocket white arena entertainment.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
Taking a look here now at Boston, I have them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Celtics.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively. Nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Bulls trail by 17. So for Chicago right now, at the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Buzelis out there with the Okoro. And it's Vucevic in at the center, filling out the middle.
Zero hesitation on the arc. If White has a clear angle, he's taking the shot.
Outside, White. A floater. Count that one. 16 points for Derek White.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Giddey with the screen on White. And it's White missing.
A good board there, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Giddey with the bounce pass. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Vucevic dishes to White. White with another miss.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Brown with the bucket.
So comfortable in that corner, you better get out to Brown. If you don't, he's going to be sinking these all night.
Giddey kicks to Vucevic, out to the wing. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got his second bucket of the night.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pritchard passes to Brown. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to White. Vucevic's screen on White. This one for 3, and it's White missing.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
To the wing on the left. Here's Kata. Now Pritchard lets the 3 fly. And they get it back. Pass to Kata. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Vucevic.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
We all know the message from their coach. Figure out a way to stop the hot hand.
Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Bulls in second.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Vucevic. And here is Okoro. And again, no good by Chicago.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Giddey kicks to Vucevic. Back to Giddey. Outside White. Vucevic setting the pick for White. And a miss there on the triple.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Brown the pass to Queta. Here's Pritchard. Offline with his three. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Giddey against Pritchard. In the corner, it's Buzelis. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Buzelis has got 5 points so far. Pass to Walsh. Back to Pritchard. Brown the pass to Queta. Now Pritchard. Slide a screen on Giddey. 4 on the clock. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
White. Pass to Buzelis. No good on the three. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Outside White. Nice ball movement by Boston. And another miss by Boston. Bulls trail by 18. To the inside. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
An efficient score, Kobe White, effective with or great without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
Bulls have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Now, here's Okoro. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. High post Vucevic. Vucevic gets double teamed. Okoro shot is off. Celtics leading by 16. Queta the pass to White. Now Pritchard. Back to White. Misses and the dry spell continues. Bulls trail by 16 to the middle. Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
Man, way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Outside White. Back to Brown. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
He's flexing on that finish. These kind of buckets get Brown going.
Pass to Okoro. Pritchard against Giddey. Vucevic a screen on Pritchard. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. That one goes in.
Superb focus there from Vooch, accepting the contact like a champ.
Third personal.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Celtics.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are
in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And Vucevic, no good on that one. Celtics leading by 14. It's White on the wing. White covering. Richard with the ball. 17 points in the game. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Brown. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Brown's got 24.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Pass to Vucevic. It's blocked.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Kata. Vucevic defending. Here's White. Off target with his three. Bulls trail by 16. White looking around. Now Vucevic. Pass to Jones from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Jones has got 8 points.
You can count on Vucevic to make a few clever handoffs. He sees what's happening at all times.
White against White. White, good. White's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
To the paint, here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
When he's within range, Vucevic is going at the rim, and he's going at it hard.
Pass to Brown. There's a screen. Lets it go with a three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Buzelis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low, here's Vucevic, and he uses the glass on the layup. Vucevic has got 28. And the Celtics with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Pritchard passes to Brown. Back to Pritchard. 5 on the clock. Sinks the triple. He's got 20.
Let's just say this hasn't been his quarter. Yeah, he's shooting 20% in it so far.
Outside, White. Bulls moving the ball around. Vucevic down low. Pass to Okoro. And here's White. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Kata's got his 4th rebound in this one. From deep. White. Good. And the Celtics lead by 17.
Prolific from deep in the first half. He's trying to continue that.
Here's Buzelis. Okoro setting the pick for Buzelis. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Buzelis has got 10 points in just the second half. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So for the Bulls, Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Isaac Okoro. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for White. .139 left in the third quarter of the game. Tillman passes to Pritchard. For the 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Takes a step back. Left side, Simons. Six on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. Pass to Pritchard. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Smith finds Giddey. And Jones has it in the corner. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist.
3 points.
Giddey's got 4 assists in the game. 44 seconds left in the third. And it's Simons missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got it back down to within single digits for Chicago.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Giddey against Simon. And there it is for him. Simons has got 13 points.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
And so it's Boston. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And Fernie Simons out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then there's Sam Hauser. And it's Tillman in at the 5, down low. That's the Boston 5. Simons kicks to Boucher. Launches a 3. And Jones pulls it down.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
The 3 cans it from downtown.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Tillman passes to Pritchard. Here's Simons. It's deflected. Now here's Dosunmu. Defense right on him. There's Williams with the 3. Rebound Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Pass to Tillman. To the left wing. Now here's Boucher. Here's Tillman. 3-pointer, Pritchard. Boston, no good that time either.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The 3-point stroke is off.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Smith.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Outside, Simons. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Jones. Quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Smith. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Teardrop shot. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Jones.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Chris Boucher. And a change for the Bulls. Vucevic is checked in. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their 3-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, Let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Brown, right side. Shoots over Dosunmu. That one a little long. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Chicago. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Jones sets the pick for Vucevic. Outside Williams. Pass to Giddey from deep three-point land. Rebounded by Hauser. Hauser's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Pritchard. Brown outside. There's the pick. Outside, Simon. That one's off. Still out of sync.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
Inside. The kick out to Williams. Jones, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Boston leading by 4. Brown inside. Defended by Dosunmu. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. So it'll be Jaylen Brown shooting. It's going to go on Dosunmu. Some changes for Boston. Chris Boucher's checked in for Sam Hauser. And Derek White subbed in for Anfernee Simons.
Jaylen Brown.
And we've watched Brown blossom into a talented scorer, someone who's capable of shouldering that entire offensive load.
And here is Giddey. Outside Williams. And again, Chicago. No good.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Here's Brown. Back to Pritchard. Boucher the screen. And Peyton Pritchard, good for 3. Pritchard's got 23 points.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Giddey kicks to Vucevic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Boston leading by 10. Down low. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
And Williams with the stuff.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated. She ain't right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Some changes for Chicago. Buzelis comes in for Dosunmu. And it's White in for Trey Jones.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Williams no good on that one. Boston's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to Tillman. And here's White beyond the arc. And Vucevic pulls it down. Now Buzelis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Pritchard passes to Boucher. Pass to White from downtown. No good. This number 7, he's made 8 from the field. Bulls trail by 8. Tries the spin move. Giddey finds White. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Vucevic a screen on Brown. Giddey, no one around him. Buries the long-range jumper. Giddey's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Pritchard passes to Boucher. Outside, White. Shoots over White. White with another miss.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Over Brown. And it's White missing. Celtics leading by 5. Here's Tillman. That one goes. Count it.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
The Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. The Bulls making a change here as well. Okoro, he's checked in for Williams.
For your Celtics, Xavier Tillman at the line, shooting 1.
So it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. 8-point game. At the elbow, Vucevic. Back to Giddey. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Giddey not messing around when he gets in close like that.
Now Brown. Shoots over Okoro. Brown. Good. Brown's got 29 in the game.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Pass to Vucevic. From down low. Another one falls for Chicago.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Celtics leading by 6. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Here's Walsh. Pass to Tillman. Brown outside. Shoots the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Giddey's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's White. Count that bucket. Now just a 4-point Celtic lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Tillman. Now White. The triple. Rebound by the Bulls. White's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Giddey finds Vucevic. To the right side. Okoro wide open. He fires. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Richard with the ball. Brown outside. The floater.
Chicago foul. Nikola Vucevic. 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for your Celtics, Xavier Tillman. At the line for 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He's off on the second.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Now, Buzelis. Vucevic. Oh, the dunk!
He's been in the league long enough that late game moments do not scare
Nikola Vucevic.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. The Celtics making a switch here. Kate is checked in. Outside. From outside, a three-pointer. Good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And he does not hit. Boston leading by 3. Outside Brown. Launches it.
And Brown is a talented scorer who also excels at drawing fouls.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Jaylen Brown at the line for 3 shots.
So the first of 3 is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You've got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
And a tough miss as the second of 3 shots at the line missing. 1 to go. And so he's able to pick up 2 of 3 from the line. And it's a 5-point game. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Here's Vucevic. From 15 feet away, it's good.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
Brown. Now Pritchard, wide outside. Clock at 4. Shoots. It's off. Bulls trail by 3. Now Giddey. Here's Vucevic. Got it to go off the glass.
Who's the big man makes the biggest play of the night.
Brown outside. Oh, that was a two-hander.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Here's Giddey. Vucevic. It drops.
Hard to deny Vuce inside when he can play over or through.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Brown.
There you go, JB. I love his confidence. One of his strongest traits.
Chicago with the ball. Josh Giddey. The three goes down.
And I love going to Giddey there at 6'8" with his skill. Josh can get that one off anytime he wants.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Second difference between shot clock and game clock. Brown outside. Clock at 6. 11 feet away. That does not go. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll return shortly. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. White on the wing along with Okoro. Buzelis out there with Vucevic, and it's Giddey in at the point. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Giddey. And down goes the three.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
Now Brown, beyond the arc. Cash money, Brown with the tray.
Quick answer, Jaylen Brown from long distance.
Giddey against Richard. Takes the three. The shot misses. The Celtics shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Here's Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Now Pritchard lets loose a three. It's good.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now Vucevic, 18 feet away. Count it!
And Vuce is an effective shooter, especially from that mid-range area.
White outside. Around 2 minutes into overtime now. It's been a good one. Brown outside. Throws it down. What an assist!
Love to see Brown facilitate out of a pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
White outside. And here's Vucevic. Here's Giddey. Outside, White. Vucevic setting the pick for White. The three is off. Celtics leading by 3. White outside. Brown against Vucevic. Outside Brown. Unloads from 13. White pulls it down. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Vucevic, he finishes with a one-handed dunk.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Pritchard. Brown outside. His shot is off. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from three-point range since the end of regulation. And it's blocked. Looking at the clock, just over 3.5 minutes into OT. And that one is good.
The emergence of Brown as a #1 scoring option has been so much fun to watch. He has earned a lot of trust from his coaching staff.
Here's Vucevic. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Giddy. White outside to tie it up. Vucevic a screen on Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Down he goes for 3.
The ability to stretch the floor is such a dangerous weapon for Vuce and his team.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Now Brown. Strong finish through the contact from Brown.
In the clutch, Brown is someone you rely on, and he knows how to find his team points in a hurry.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. White against White to take the lead. Not gonna go. Here's Cato. Off the glass.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Here's Chicago, trailing by 4. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. from the wing, Giddey. He's covered by Pritchard. Not that time. It won't go. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line, Peyton Pritchard. At the line for 2 shots.
The first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
3, good.
A great feed, and that assist gives him a triple-double. You gotta love that kind of player, able to get it done in just about every facet.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page.
There they are.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line, Jaylen Brown. At the line for 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. White fires. And so it's Boston sweeping by with the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
Let's now hear from Allie LaForce, who is courtside with our player of the game.
Thank you very much. Jaylen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
Just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey, it's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn, so I'm going to just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jaylen.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.